For the first time ever in the history of Ford 4x4, we're giving away a resto mod, a fully restored and modified 1970 Ford Bronco. 2 years ago, we bought a 1970 Bronco that was in need of some serious rehab, and after many hours of time and effort, let me introduce you to Odysseus. This 1970 fully restored and modified Bronco that can be parked in your garage. And in today's video, we're gonna dive deep into a build sheet unlike anything we've ever done in the history of Ford 4x4. I am super excited to bring this out to the market and let you guys see what's under the hood of this unbelievable beast. When we first got this Bronco, all it had was primer on the outside. The body lines were all over the place. These were old school farm trucks, really meant for doing truck things back in the 1970s. They were not made into the beauties that they are today, so we had to reinforce a lot of the corners, line up all the edges, fill in any cracks, really perfect this thing because I wanted to see my reflection on the side of this paint job. So SV body and paint spent over 200 man hours dialing this thing in. All the lines are straight, there's no dents, and this paint job is a lead foot gray metallic paint job. We wanted to add a little bit of modern flair, so we blacked out as much chrome as we could all over the place and added brown saddle leather interior to bring it all in. I really love the way that this thing looks, and even resto mod enthusiasts will look at this Bronco and agree with me that all the lines look absolutely fantastic. The front of this beast looks like a 1970 Bronco, but there's a lot of modern additions here, from LED turn signals, Casey Highlight Gravity Series headlights, a Tom's Bronco's front bumper with the integrated bull bar right here. I like that look. It still adds some aggressiveness, even though this thing is more of a luxury, modern resto mod as opposed to an actual farm truck like it was back in the day. We have a Warren winch with synthetic rope. This is the 8,000 pound winch, so it's gonna get you out of a sticky situation if you do wanna take this thing off-roading. And I think since we're up here, we should take a look underneath the hood. All right, underneath the hood of this bad boy, we have a fully restored 302 with some new headers. The wheelbase on this thing is small, which means when you have 400 or 500 horsepower, it's gonna get squirrely really quick, which is why we opted for the V8, but smaller version of the V8 in this because it's completely manageable, drives fantastic, has all the power that you need. We did some other modifications in here, including all new electrical. So that is a big deal when it comes to the 70s, because the last thing you want is a wiring disconnection or something like that. So we made sure to rewire this entire Bronco. We have an electric fan right here, which keeps it cool even when you're idling for a long time. Another thing that you have to look out for in any classic car. We have a Willwood master cylinder with a full disc brake conversion kit on the front and drum brakes on the back. This thing stops on a dime. We also have vintage air, so anyone living in a climate that isn't perfect every day like it is in San Diego will enjoy the air conditioning and heating that comes with this rig that definitely wasn't standard in 1970. We blacked out the entire engine bay. Everything looks really clean and neat and new, which are all things that we love and normally do with our rigs. This is a 1970 Bronco, which is fundamentally different in everything we've ever done before, but I hope you like it. All right, so here's an area I'm very comfortable with. We are running the Falcon Wild Peak AT4 tires in a 35-inch capacity here. They're 35/11.5 R17, 17-inch wheel. These are the Bajas by American Racing Wheels in black. I wanted a little bit of the classic look with a modern approach, and I feel like these really brought it together. We also have a Warren locking hub right here, so you can lock the front differential and get you out of sticky situations if need be, but with 35-inch tires in these Falcons, you are gonna be fine in most driving conditions. It says Bilstein shocks with brand new springs, so it drives fantastic and handles really well on and off the road. We also added around a 3-inch body lift in order to have clearance for these tires, and as long as you don't overturn it, you're good to go there. The bed of Odysseus has some new modifications as well, including LED turn signals and reverse lights. We have a full-size spare tire on this Tom's Bronco rear bumper, and when you open up the tailgate, you could actually flip the license plate down so you could drive with the tailgate down, although I don't quite know what you're gonna do with the spare tire, but you can figure that out when you win it. One cool feature that we added is this Bass Pro Go JBL speaker that you could literally take with you to the beach or wherever you wanna go. Underneath this bad boy, we have Dana 33 axles, and that 302 V8 is paired with a Magnaflow exhaust, which sounds absolutely fantastic. They didn't sound like that from the factory, I can tell you that much. What I love about this Bronco is the little modern features we put on it, including these real truck side steps that automatically go up and down every time you open up the door. At this point, you may be asking yourself, Carter, how am I going to stay warm in the winter? Well, you notice these little lug nuts right here? That's for our hardtop that has a rhino liner, dyno-matted insulation, and a custom headliner by SOS Custom. So it's gonna keep you warm in the winter, cool in the summer, paired with the vintage air conditioning and heating. This bad boy is an all-weather Bronco. We spared no expense on this interior. There's over $30,000 in modifications in this area alone, including this diamond stitch leather interior. It's a brown saddle leather that has really comfortable seats. It really hugs you while you're driving. We have a wood grain steering wheel right here with a functional horn, because that is important. We have a center console that has a locking mechanism and a custom little armrest that feels luxurious. It smells fantastic. The front dashboard is wrapped in the same leather. The rear seat is wrapped in the same leather. The doors and side panels are all wrapped in the same leather. You have a roll bar right here to keep you nice and safe. We have actual functioning windshield wipers, which is important if you live in somewhere with inclement weather. And there's some other really cool bells and whistles on this bad boy just in this area alone. We have a little custom key protector right here to make sure your dash is protected when your keys are in the ignition. We have vintage heating and air. So just by turning this, the air is gonna come out even when the car is not on. So make sure you have that off whenever the car isn't running. We have a 3-speed manual transmission, which some of you may say, I don't drive manual transmission. I will teach you how to drive it if you are the winner. So you don't have to worry about learning how to drive on this Bronco. We'll get you a little dummy car to learn before you take possession of this bad boy. One little modern upgrade we put in this is a Bluetooth Apple CarPlay. So you have your phone connected here to your JBL in the back. You can play audio no matter where you are, and you have a map and everything else. So you have a little modern convenience in this 1970 Ford Bronco. Your lights are controlled right here. If you push that in, your emergency signals go on, and this is a beveling steering wheel, so you could actually adjust the height of it. All the chairs are adjustable, so if you are vertically challenged, I'm 6'2", and I'm a big boy, and I am very comfortable in this rig. We also have a Dakota digital gauge, which is a really cool vintage look that still has all of your different temperature gauges, your oil pressure, your battery, your fuel, and your RPMs and speed are all controlled right here. Your transfer case is right here, so if you want to shift into 4 high, it's really simple to do. You just pull that down and now you're in 4 high. 4 low is all the way to the top, but you're going to be in 2-wheel drive most of the time unless you're off-roading this bad boy. Most Broncos don't have a carpeted interior. Maybe they have like rhino line or something like that. We wanted to be a little bit more luxurious and added some carpet to this. We have a little weather mat right here for the driver's side. You could put some WeatherTech or something on the other side if you wanted to keep it clean. But at the end of the day, we wanted to mix between functionality for off-roading and something that is a great driver on a Sunday or going down to the beach or going and doing fun family activities. That was really the ethos of this build and why we chose some of the modern conveniences and really luxurious upgrades like the leather and the wood grain and everything else. I will say, just looking at it, it looks fantastic. I can imagine someone taking this to the beach, the mountains. You could use this as a daily driver. It's super reliable. It started up every single time for us, and I know that you're gonna love it, especially the second you step into this cockpit. It's like, wow, this thing is fantastic. Man, I just absolutely love this Bronco. The look of it, the feel of it, driving around without the top on is absolutely fantastic. I can't believe we're giving it away. It's our oldest giveaway we've ever done and our shortest. The sweepstakes ends on December 7th. So if you want to get entered to win this rig and $50,000, go to forge4x4.com and let me know in the comments below what you think of this bad boy. Should we do more wrestle mods? Maybe a K5 Blazer, maybe a Ram Charger? I don't know. There's a lot of really cool older vehicles out there that we would love to build, and we couldn't have done it without Jeremy. This is the builder extraordinaire who spent probably 5,000 hours on this rig. Jeremy, great job. Leave him a comment below and let Jeremy know what you think of this rig. Hopefully it's all positive because he's very sensitive. But thanks for watching, guys.